You mentioned that being the first death that you went through, and I think you also mentioned that you were there for it.
Yeah, when Odee died, yeah, I was out there. I ran and then I came back, but I was out there.
How do you think that affected you growing up?
Man, I already seen my granny get killed, so like it's not so much I was desensitized to it, but like I can't really. I could tell you it made me who I am right now this day, that I don't want to see that happen to nobody or see nobody go through it or feel the feelings that we felt. But back then, man, it was so like to be in that moment, it was crazy because I'm like, damn, we was just out here with O, and then in my head I'm thinking like, damn, Odee wasn't even supposed to die. Because like BJ, I know I came out in the future shit and I misplaced it with Top, but it wasn't Top, it was BJ. BJ was like, I know where they shot from. I seen them riding their bikes up and down, how they was and shit. And in my head, I'm like, why the fuck is y'all outside like the gates and shit? When y'all know this damn near what time, these niggas come past shooting all the time. And niggas just wasn't dying. And I just remember them riding that bitch again. And I remember riding BJ and seeing BJ and Wihtout and them. And I'm like, man, and in my head, I'm like, I don't know if I think about this now or if I think about it because when dudes start fucking shooting and afterwards I came back and I'm like, damn, because I don't want to say nothing to them. Like, you seen them shooting? But like, nigga, I was literally right there. I can't remember the exact moment because soon as shots get to ringing off, I'm gone. I'm not so much. People walk up and down the strip all the time to go to Sammy's. I think it was Sammy's then, but yeah, people walk. It wasn't Sammy's then. It was maybe it was Sammy. It didn't really matter. But yeah, people used to come up and down that strip from STL to O Block or EBT to O Block or Vernon to O Block or to King Drive, cause that's like basically where O Block was. That's like our whole strip. And seeing that shit, man, and then thinking about like, damn. O wasn't even closest to the shooter, BJ was, fact. And O got hit with all the shots. And it was just like, damn, bro, it was sad, man. And then T-Roy was like there with him his last little moments, and T-Roy, and then T-Roy said that O was like, damn, they got me, bro. Like, that was his last words. And to that, so that shit changed T-Roy. That shit changed T-Roy. Cause me, T-Roy, all us, Vaughn, we used to be in cahoots. Yes, niggas used to have guns, but we just used to have it so that the big guys wouldn't call us. It's just like when you grow up in the hood and niggas like, you ain't getting no, you ain't no nothing, you a lame, you a goofy. So niggas finna do what? We finna try to do all this. We might not even want it, but like we finna try to open ourselves up to it so niggas can't talk about us. That's the world we live up in. And so yeah, we had guns and all that, but like, man, after O died, boy, Troy and them, niggas was crawling down the porch at first. That shit happened, Troy and Vaughn, what, them niggas jumped off head first, and when they did, they jumped off at a higher level, more aggressive than the niggas who was around O was. But yeah, it was messed up, man. Seeing him die like that, man, but shit, we experienced so many more of the guys dying, bro. I know over 100 people dead, so this shit it's wicked out here. Over wicked, bro.
Now, going through all this and seeing all that death in O Block, do you feel like, I think you mentioned kind of being desensitized to it and everything.
Hell yeah. Are you asking me, do I feel like I'm desensitized? Was desensitized? Hell yeah. Because certain deaths of people that I knew, it didn't have the effect that it should have had. Like, I just seen Lil Tyshawn just died. Man, Top and them cousin, these people who, you feel me, that when they was around, man, like, you gonna with everybody. You gonna really get to know everybody. And some of them, man, just seeing some of the younger dudes die, like I know them were some of the ones that I felt was supposed to hit so hard, but because I had to go through the O and Sherrod and J Money and all these, and bro, there's so much death. And then nigga, not only from the guys, I had death going on in my family, you feel me? So it's personal, then your friends dying, it's like everybody dying. Then like the lady that adopted me, she died. Like I was just so accustomed to death, you feel what I'm saying? Then like fast forward, me, the guy helping me out with my life, and I go to college and all that, now he dead. It's like, bro, death to me is very desensitized because truthfully, a lot of people talk about that's all they know, but nigga, me, I came in through death. personal. My dad died. I was born. Nigga, to move my grandma, she died. Move my other grandma, she died. Then another lady that I called my grandma, she died. Somebody else take me in and give me everything to help me do all this. Then he killed himself. He committed suicide. So like, bro, I'm desensitized to that shit, bro. And it's crazy because this ain't normal. For no, like when I'm going to college and experiencing and getting all the great memories from talking to people who didn't have to go through the shit that I had, and I loved it because it was like, damn, you really live like that? Like, you know the shit exists, but you don't really know until you get to like live it or you get to speak to somebody that do it. You know, like that shit unfamiliar territory. You just like that shit. We know about, we heard about it, but like shit to hear about something and to see it. Or to speak to somebody who has is different, and that shit opened up my eyes on like, man, like my homies that was in college and doing all that shit that I met through football, they wasn't going through no deaths. They probably had like one or maybe two their whole life up until this point, or maybe they grandma passed from old age or some shit. But the shit that we know and that we go through, that shit ain't common and it shouldn't be.
I believe you mentioned you played sports.
Yeah.
Going through all this and having to go to school and playing sports, man, what was all that like? You know, and what sports did you play?
I played football, basketball, and baseball. Going to school, well, like middle school, that shit wasn't nothing. High school, because then this was when Sosa was on. Like, man, in reality, you just had to worry about not running into the ops. If you could not run into the ops or not get caught in a place that you ain't supposed to be, shit, you would be straight. And then me and we had O Block got a luxury that not other many blocks got. We got buildings and there's gates before you gotta come through before you can even get in the building. And motherfuckers talk through O Block. So if motherfuckers see you don't look familiar, you look like you come with a lot of motherfuckers, we gon' know because people talk like this. That shit gonna come to us so quick. It's eyes everywhere and shit like that. So the luxury of staying there ain't like the luxury of you living. You on Eberhard and STL and them niggas just sitting on a porch, no gate, no nothing, and they ass just open fire. Us, like nigga, I was there when Platoon died and shit like that, nigga, and really it was supposed to be me and shit. I ain't gonna say it was supposed to be me because it wasn't supposed to be me because I'm still here, so it wasn't supposed to be me none. But if what never happened, then it damn near could have been. But growing up on a block, it wasn't as bad, man. It's the poverty and the people that you really so much inflicted by it. But you really do gotta keep your head on a swivel because it just depends on when. Because when after O died, it was bad. You know, it was bad, but bad. And then it got worse, so it's like, nigga, hell no, you can't even go across the street to the store no more. It was a point where it was bad, but it wasn't that bad. But then when it got all hell broke loose, when it was really up, when niggas was dying back and forth, and it was like they really killing niggas on death days and shit like that, trying to slide and do all that, man, it was ugly. And that's how O died. O got killed. He got killed on Tooka Death Day. They came and killed O on a day that the guys killed Tooka.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.